We're less than 2 months away from the biggest shopping weekend of the year, and what you do right now will decide how successful your Q4 will be. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the key strategies that you should be focusing on as a brand owner to get ready for Q4 and crush Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Okay, so let's get into it. This is such a crush Q4 and BFCM this year. We all know that Q4 is when shopping really takes off. Brands are running promotions, more people are getting into buying things, and the competition for attention is at an all-time high. So with so much happening, the question is for you as an ecom brand is how do you make sure your brand stands out? And the answer is email and SMS. I'm going to tell you why and go through everything in this guide. But these two channels consistently deliver results during Q4. And we've seen it so much in helping you reach people directly and turn one-time shoppers into repeat customers, so boosting your TV and everything. And like I said, I will go through why and how in this guide. The numbers don't lie, and this is why email wins Q4. I'm going to show you guys some stats from industry-leading softwares on why email marketing wins Q4 and BFCM. And also some SMS projects are going to be in this guide as well. So Klaviyo says that during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, email marketing accounts for 33% of total sales, and this number can be a lot higher. I'm gonna show you guys that we achieved high numbers for our clients. If you implement the key strategies that I'm gonna show you and the right strategies, you will achieve a higher number than that. Shopify said that shoppers who join your email list purchase during Q4 are 20 to 25% more likely to become repeat buyers compared to customers acquired at the times of the year. OmniSense says that brands using personalized email strategies in BFCM see 122% increase in ROI to batch and blast campaigns. So you have to go into segmentation here. And I already done a video on segmentation. It's my last video. So if you'd like to go and check it out after finishing this video, you're totally free to do that. So here is me and what I was able to achieve for clients last year with my small team with no extra ad spend. Here are some numbers here. And we started working with this brand at the start of, I think October. Yeah, it is 7th of October. And these are their numbers back then. And by December the 15th, we've achieved these numbers. So 50% of their whole total revenue is attributed to emails. And we've we've increased the revenue by a lot, and they didn't. I mean, um, uh, you can't just believe me on this, but they did not spend any extra dime on ad spend. Actually, their whole traffic was organic traffic, so they didn't spend on ads like any other time of the year, and they didn't change that come or in BFCM and like Q4. So yeah, it was 3% of their attributed revenue or their revenue coming from emails, and we've bumped that up into 50% in just 2 months. And so after working with us, we've made them an evergreen flow setup. They actually still use it. Till now, I still receive some cart abandoned emails that I made last year. 43% of revenue with email campaigns only. So that means that's revenue that is not recovered or like revenue that was going to be there. This is like brand new customers who received that campaign and made that decision to buy. 93% deliverability score, and we've bumped that up from 50%, I believe. So their emails were landing in spam sometimes, and their bounce rate was so high, and subscribe rate was so high as well. But we fixed that here, and plus 5,000% in email revenue. So they weren't doing much with emails. And by the way, they hit six-figure mark by the end of the year. I did not show the screenshot here because we're kind of focusing on email here, but I think their peak was around 120,000 or something like that. And you can view the full case study here. I'll link this guide below if you want to like get into it, like go through it. Then you can go down and see the case study as well. Some more screenshots during Q4, and after that, here are some more screenshots. Like I said, you can go through everything because I will link this guide in the description. So let's get into it. Q4 isn't about who spends the most. It's about who prepares the best. And this is why email is so important. So you have to focus on this. When BFCM hits, most brands throw piles of cash at ads hoping to outspend the competition. This is like the norm. And like someone who's not experienced will do this and lose all their money. And yes, that can drive traffic and you should be paying for ads, but traffic doesn't always equal profit, especially with so much money spent on ads. Your warm list is where the gold is. These are people who already trust you and they're waiting for the right reasons to buy. The cost to reach them through email and SMS is basically tiny compared to ads and everything. It's basically nothing. I've seen brands cross six figures in Q4, like the example that I showed you, without touching their ad budget, like the example above. And all they did was set up smart flows, segment properly, and send the right message at the right time. So ads will get you clicks, but email and SMS are where you keep the profit, and the business is about profit at the end of the day. If you're rolling into Q4 without a real plan for your list, you're basically just leaving money on the table. And we're like less than 2 months away, so the time is ticking. So you have to implement this right after finishing this video. So this is the email and SMS advantage. We went through the numbers. Now I'm going to go through the logic behind why all this works. First things first, you own the audience. In Q4, the algorithms aren't your friend. Ad platforms decide when and if you're seen. Email and SMS puts you in control. You decide the message, the timing, the urgency, and that's a whole lot of power. With ads, you can get suspended like that. With email SMS, you own your list and you can send through it as much as you like. Low cost and high average. Email is the highest ROI channel. And also SMS converts as 10 times higher than cold traffic. So every ad dollar you spend is basically a gamble, but sending to your list costs next to nothing. So you can test a lot, and also you can drive a bunch of revenue, sometimes more than ads. Speed and agility. Ads take time to test and optimize. Email and SMS can pivot instantly. So if a sale is not converting, send a new campaign in minutes. But if ad copy is stuck in reviews, you've already lost the window and you can go back. Bigger lifetime value. So Q4 isn't just about this quarter revenue. Customers you win and nurture through email and SMS are the ones who come back in January, February, not the one that saw an ad and decided to buy one time. Like I said, there are some stats from previous pages on how revenue just keeps growing even after BFCM. And March, where everyone is crying about post BFCM slabs and like people saying that Q1, Q2, Q3 are so slow, but you can keep going with that momentum if you play your cards right this Q4. Keeping the most profit is what sets you apart. Brands that lean into SMS in Q4, they build, like I said, they build momentum that carry into the new year and everything, while everyone else is stuck trying to fix their margins. Key holiday dates for e-commerce in 2025. These are these are like a map of Q4 as you map out Q4. Keep these milestones in mind. Each one brings in its own spike in traffic and buying intent. So these are like campaigns you could send or optimize your ads on this, pop-up form, whatever. So November 11th, Veterans Day, 27th, Thanksgiving, and things like that. You can go through all these dates in the guide below. What works and doesn't work based on BFCM wins from last year, and not the brands that I worked with. These are brands that put their business out there and show you exactly what worked last year. So 2024 proved a lot of brands still don't get it. Some played it smart and made a lot of cash. Others ran in circles and wondered why their revenue looked good, but their profits don't because they relied on ads. What worked, building hype before the big weekend, wasn't a problem. It actually worked. Brands that teased sales early or gave VIPs first access saw way better results. So Universal Yum is a brand that literally added a personalized BFCM email capture to their pop-up form before Black Friday, and that added 11% more revenue in 4 days and a way bigger list to work with for the rest of Q4. So, and things like simple offers crush, not complicated offers where people don't even understand the offer. People don't want math lessons. 30% off site wide get a lot way more love than like a complicated offer, like a 3-step coupon code thing. And the SAC is another brand leaned into that approach and it worked because customers trusted them. They used the complicated offer, but such a big brand, um, customer trusts you and they'll buy for you. But I don't think if you're watching this video, you're probably not a huge brand. So we have to optimize for that. Actually try with SMS, fast nudges at the right time, not just throw things at people because SMS, like for people, their phone numbers are a sacred thing. And if you're sending like BS, then no, they're basically unsubscribing, even report you. Quick last chance reminders, early access alerts, VIP drops, stuff that moves people. Simple stuff, not crazy things, but message the right way. Even after the sale, smart brands didn't go quiet. So take care of your checkout and still have a personalized post-purchase treatment. Keep it exciting. Don't use the same offer and slowly over the entire Q4 drop better offers. So you can't drop a good offer before Black Friday and like uh, reduce that number, like the coupon, the percentage of in Black Friday. That doesn't make sense. So your customers are always eager and excited to get the best deal they could. Don't make it obvious, like a recurrent theme. So they're gonna say like, no, I will not buy today because I know tomorrow will be a better offer. Like next week will be a better offer. You gotta make it exciting and don't make it obvious because, like I said, that make people go, I can get a bigger offer if I just wait a little bit. For example, if you have multiple products, or like if you have multiple products, start by pushing bundles or accessories so you can boost your AOV that way. At the same time, don't hurt your profit margins. Then move into discounts on your hero product for Black Friday and save shipment perks. And VIP only drops for December and things like that. What didn't work this year is overcomplicated discounts, like I said, and spray and pray emails. These are brands who don't segment their lists and they throw an email at the whole list, and that doesn't work and it just ruins your reputation way too much. Your domain is completely ruined after that. Recycling the same code and the same message all weekend didn't cut it either. So 20% off and you're going like you're sending like 5 campaigns about that simple offer, that will not cut it. And yeah, fake scarcity and aggressive exit pop-ups don't work because people are tired of that, especially in BFCM. They see it in all other brands, and you gotta make your brand stand out a little bit and not go with fake scarcity and everything. Like I said, customers see through that instantly. So instead of creating urgency, it's just make people roll their eyes and unsubscribe, not buy. Step by step, what you need to do and what we did for clients last year. This is where you actually need to focus. This is like actionable steps that you can go right now and implement, and they will help you increase revenue this year with email, SMS. One, start planning early. The earlier you start planning, the more creatively you can build excitement around your sale before it starts. So right now, if you're watching this video, start right now. You should have started yesterday, but you're already a bit too late. I mean, you're not late, but time is ticking. The best time to start is today. Second, learn from past campaign performances. So no one has better data on your audience than you do. I'm not going to tell you what works best for you because I don't know your brand. So use it recent campaigns performance offers and best insights you can to know what's trending and what actually moves your fans and audience. Build your audience before the rush. So you need to focus on your pop-up form right now. This is the time to focus on your pop-up form. You need to be converting at least 8%, depending on your offer, of course. Also, getting back in touch with people who already entered your funnel, letting them know that your sale has started. Recover as much suppressed profiles as well. So if you have like a huge suppressed list, try to recover some of it back. Of course, not all. And here are a few key strategies to do that. So growing your paid retargeting audience, so run brand ads, and then set up a pop-up form. Growing your email SMS list and growing your engaged subscriber list. Like I said, with some segments, you have a better engaged list, and that will come in handy come a BFCM weekend. Don't forget SMS. Less is more with SMS, so keep your messaging short and to the point. So less than 160 characters. If you go over that, the message gets broken into multiple segments and you carry bill for each one. So you double your bill. Also, if your SMS is really big, you have like a huge SMS list of 30K plus people, you should be thinking about switching from a regular phone number, like a free 1-800 sign number, to a shortcut before Black Friday. Basically, like a special, probably know about this, but it's for people that don't know, it's a special like 5 to 6 digit number that helps you send a huge amount of texts or quickly and reliably. So not text, but texts. Yeah, and yes, it costs a lot higher than like a regular phone number, costs a monthly fee, but it's way more powerful than a free number. And you do this because during BFCM, the free regular numbers have extra limitations because there is such a huge sending volume. 5, segment your list. You can check my video on segmentation. It's the last video on my channel, probably link it in the description as well. Step 6, pause smart sending. This is a good idea because it helps your deliverability and everything. But BFCM is such a high intent weekend that it makes sense to turn smart sending off completely. You want everyone to receive your emails, and you want a majority of your list to buy. So plus, of course, do everything else I mentioned before. So things like test pop-up form, and we're gonna go through that as well. So how some smart brands positioned their offers last year. I'm gonna go through this quickly because, like I said, you can check this guide, and I think it'd be better if you check it yourself, but for better concentration and focus. So essential jewelry, they prepared early first. They sent teaser emails to engage subscribers with subject lines like "Get ready to gift" and "Exclusive offers coming soon." So they included a holiday gift guide, so customers knew what they look for once the sale began. On Black Friday, they ran a 15% off site-wide, so not that big of a crazy like offer. And emails and website design match to keep the shopping experience consistent. Like I said, update your profile, update your pop-up form, update your flows. Again, like I said, I'm gonna go through that later in this guide. By noon on Black Friday, they had already passed their total revenue from the year before. By the end of the campaign, revenue was up 29% year over year. Orders increased 18%, conversion rates rose 12%, and their email list grew by 145%. Shinola ran 3 weeks of email promotions before BFCM, so daily drops, limited editions, teased offers, basically just preparing the list for a huge BFCM. During BFCM, they shifted into a spend more, save more site-wide deal, and this is a great one, but you have to play it properly. The results were 27% of growth in Klaviyo attributed revenue year over year, and 48% growth in revenue per email recipient from BFCM. And an amazing number. Jones Road Beauty. Instead of straight up discounts, they leaned into exclusive limited edition drops as the anchor offers, and which kept their profit margins high. They also used the quiz-based personalization segmentation thing where customers got tailored offers depending on quiz responses and purchase history. And this is a big one. It's going to take some time if you're doing this by yourself in your small business, but it's definitely worth it. Beekman 1802 sent a warm and branded BFCML email promotion exclusive site only offers up to 60% off. So they have such a crazy offer that that doesn't matter about that teasing and everything could have helped them a lot, but this makes up for it because their offer is so good. Quick note, I can't hand, yeah, so this is like very important and quick note. I can't hand you a perfect strategy. So if you're looking and thinking that you're gonna go out with like a perfect strategy that you'll implement into your brand, you're wrong, and that's not possible. Even if I try, couldn't do that because the brands that wins Q4 are the ones that adapt these strategies to fit their own brand. I can't give you an exact plug and play strategy for your brand because you know your brand better than anyone else, and you know the product, the customer, and all the small details. What I can do is just show you what worked for other brands. But at the end of the day, the research has to be done inside of your business. That means looking at your list, checking what your customers responded to last year, seeing which products people love, and spotting where the drop off happens in your funnel. Once you have that, you can build something that goes beyond theory and actually works for your audience. Of course, don't get it wrong. These are like proven that they will 100% perform, but a little bit more research is required to know exactly what you should do for your brand. Design, text, and how your emails should look like. This is a big one, and you probably know about this already. It's said because this is like email marketing 101, is design, copy, and implementation. I'm going to drop how brands that crashed last year went about their email design and copy. don't think that you need to have these beautifully designed emails and heavy designed emails to sell. I noticed some of the emails I sent last year were purely plain text, performed better than the other ones that I spent hours designing. And the work that you do early is more important. So, for for example, last year our clients were so ready that their customer's mind was already made up. I'm buying it. Didn't matter how the email looked like. I actually started sending only plain text after seeing how their performance went. Mix things up. You'll have a lot of emails, so you have a lot of room to test if you go with the design or your brand goes with plain text works better, or if the plain text works better. So here are some email examples. You can go through them. These are pretty good and very good. If you could just go through them, because um I'll link this guide in the description, like I said, that you can go through them. And also if you want some templates, just DM me on X or just email me. My email will be in the description as well. And I'll send you a file with the templates. There are some plain text examples as well from True Classic and CrossNet. So if you're reading or watching this, like I said, you should already be testing. The best time to start was yesterday. But if you haven't, then you can start today. Main things that you should be testing are send time, subject lines, or hero images, heavy design versus plain text emails, and also use some smart testing to test your performance using softwares like Alia or things like that. You also need to be ready to maximize efficiency come BFCM season, because you're gonna you have to be ready for so much work. The brands that will win already have an email strategy for BFCM. Their strategy likely look very different from your strategy, and what works for them won't necessarily work for you. Like I said, it's not a plug and play strategy thing, or yeah, you need to do your own research on your own brand to achieve better results. This is why I'm running a limited offer that's only BFCM exclusive, where if you book a call, claim your free audit, and you'll also claim a BFCM optimized strategy all for free. So we do your audit, create a doc with an optimized strategy, and send it to you completely for free, no catch. Okay, let's get back into it. Don't worry and resend emails. This is a big one because the reality is people are drowning in emails during Q4, especially BFCM weekend. So if they see something, glance at it, and 2 minutes later it's gone from their brain. It never, like they wouldn't even tell the difference if you send them that same email that day. That's not because your emails are bad. It's not because your emails aren't eye catching and everything, but it's because the inbox is chaos at this time of year. And if you want to save time and generate more money, just resend the emails to people who didn't open it, or even people who opened it and didn't click. Just change the subject line and the preview text to make it a little bit different. Update everything, and this is what I said back around 4 pages ago. Don't worry, it's not a lot of work. Update your pop-ups and flows. You don't need to make something crazy. You don't need to make like a 10-part welcome email personalized for Q4 and BFCM. You only need to make one email for each flow, so nothing crazy. Highlight your special offers, be quicker, and have more urgency for maximum conversions. And the ROI on this is extremely high, and this is what differentiates brands while taking BFCM serious and brands who don't. This is the end of the guide. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had, or like, got some value from it. If you're on an ecom brand, you can claim your free Klaviyo audit plus Q4 optimal strategy by booking a call. It will be the first link in the description, my Calendly link. So if you want to book a call,